You learn something new every time you drive your car. So I just checked my status on my truck just now, and it said that my key fob battery was low. I went to go push the button, it wouldn't work. So if you cannot get it to work, it'll tell you what to do, but all you have to do is just hit it on the button like this. And it'll basically start the truck for you. So I had the key literally right here, and I was pushing the button and it wouldn't work. So there you have it. Now that that's resolved, so let's talk about these tires. I've had my truck now for about 2.5 years, and I had the truck for about 500 miles or less, somewhere in there. I got brand new tires. I'm not a fan of the Firestone Transverse tires. I've said that in many occasions, and that's just because of my previous truck. At 20,000 miles, I almost needed new tires. And that's because I do tow a good bit. Like, I'll show you how much I've towed with this truck here in a second. I have 2 trailers, and yeah, the tires just get worn out really, really quick. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh. There is a truck turned over. Oh, wow. Whoa. You see that? Wow. I hope they're all right, man. Well, I can't go this way. It's scary. I don't know what I was saying, but I had transverse tires originally, and on this truck I knew right then and there I was gonna get brand new tires. I knew it. So I got the Nitto Grapplers, which have been a great tire. I've towed a lot with them. The only issue was when I changed out the tires, my truck wobbled really bad. Now, I had the tires installed by someone I didn't know, and I was too excited to wait till my friend got back to the dealership to do it for me, which was a huge mistake. So I got the tires balanced, drove the truck, and I was like, man, the tires increased the noise a little bit. It's not bad. I mean, these tires, like right now, I'm driving my truck at 70, well, I'm about to get off here, but I'm driving at 65, 75 miles an hour, and you can hear the tires. I mean, they're pretty aggressive, but they're not as bad as you would expect this type of tire to handle on the roads, like when it comes down to noise. But I had such a bad shimmy in my steering wheel and in my seats. Like, my seats were literally shake. Like, my son would be in the back going, like, cause like that's how it would sound when we were going down the road. And my wife's like, what's wrong with your truck? I was like, I don't know. I mean, I guess having these aggressive tires, this is something that you have to deal with. But that's not the case, guys. So if you do have an instance where you have a wobble, you might want to take your truck back to the dealership and have a professional do your mounting and balancing. And that's pretty much what I did. I had someone professionally remount and balance my tires. Now, he told me, I don't know which tire it was, obviously, because he said maybe 1 or 2 are off, but he says they were off by 3 ounces. And those 3 ounces literally fixed my truck. Like, my truck drives like a brand new truck now. And I wish I would have did it before and after. So I guess I have to find a video that I did where I was driving down the road and my seat was shaking really bad, because I remember someone had mentioned, hey, like, your truck shakes really bad. And it was pretty crazy that you could see that in the video. But now my truck is completely fixed. And if I walk close to the tire, you can see this has about 20,000 miles on it, or I would just say it has 24,000 miles on it. And the tires have held up really well. Again, this is with me towing. I tow at least 10,000 miles of these tires have towing on them. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, these tires have been put through the ringer, and they do look kind of low, but I have at least another 20,000 miles out of these tires. Now, keep in mind, when you do have a heavy diesel truck like this truck weighs about 8,500 pounds on the curb, and that's going to really eat up the tires too. Now, like I said, this is going to be a Ridge Grappler. Now, they do have 2 different designs for the tires, so you can do this design or you can do the one on the other side. I actually like this one a lot better. Now, these are going to be 10 ply, and it's an LT295 60. I said 55, but they are 60. I was going to go with the 35 by 12.5, but I never had my truck leveled. I was just about to do it before I had these mounted, but then I decided against it because I made the decision of not getting the air suspension, and I didn't want my truck to squat, and I didn't want to have to get airbags after the fact. So I decided just to skip that altogether. But nevertheless, the 295/60s look great. In the future, if I do decide to keep this truck, I probably will go with 35 and level the truck. But I'm hoping that soon Ram will actually redesign this truck and give us like a true 5th gen, so I can actually, you know, do some stuff with that, because I might lift that one, and I will definitely put 35 by 12.5s on it. But I like the wheel design. If I could go back to, I would have waited another year so I could have got a night edition for the limited. But that's like really the only thing that I wish I would have did differently, was going with the 35 by 12.5s and level the truck and just sucked up and got airbags. But I just didn't want to spend the money. But these are the back tires here, and I rotate these every 7,500 miles, give or take, and they look good. I run them at 75 to 80 PSIs too. And yeah, they've held up pretty well. So I'm thinking I'll probably get another 20,000 miles out of these tires if I keep this truck. And I think that, you know, for the amount of miles that they have, the noise is great. They're great in the rain. They're great. They're not great in the snow. They're decent in the snow. I don't know if it's just the tread design. They're just not that aggressive in the snow. But I mean, I can drive this truck in 2-wheel drive in deep snow, but you have to kind of pedal it because it will definitely slip. If you put it in 4-wheel drive, it doesn't matter. It's just so heavy. It just goes through the snow because of the front wheels now, you know, having power. But overall, the tires look great. I think they have like a nice width to them too, so they make the truck look really beefy. And if your wife drives your truck, there's no way that they can damage these wheels. I mean, my wife has driven my truck many of times, and I've seen where she might have hit a curb, like on the side of it. And yeah, this is a good size, 295. I think it comes with 285/60s from the factory. Now, if you want to know the capacities, they're right there. So I believe these are the same capacity as the tires that were on here, and they're 34 inches tall, 11.5 inches wide too. So I could have went with the 35 by 11.5, I guess, but I wanted that 12.5. I feel like I wanted to go all the way. This is the miles for my 5th wheel. We're currently just towing this trailer right now. I might have reset this by mistake. I don't know why I would, but I think I might have reset it. So that kind of sucks, because I want to say it was like 8,000 at the last time I saw this. But this is the miles for my race trailer. And the reason why I know that the miles is different from my 5th wheel is because I think before we went full timing in it, I had like 3,000 miles. And you know what? I think I might have had like 34 or 3,500 miles on it. And the miles you see here, these miles are for when we went. So I think I reset it because I wanted to see how many miles we were traveling. So I actually have like 8,000 miles on this for this one. And then this one is going to be what this is, because I got this trailer last year, this month. So I've only had that trailer for a year. This is my race trailer, 4,219 miles. And I only have had that one for a year. So that goes to show you, I tow a lot with this truck. So these tires, despite all the extra weight on the engine, and you know, you figure I'm putting about 2,600 pounds, 2,800 pounds of pin weight from my 5th wheel, and my race trailer is probably putting about 1,100 pounds of weight on there. So that's pretty crazy. I mean, that's over 10,000 miles of towing, and these tires have done really well. I don't have to worry about this seat wiggling so badly. So my only advice I can give to you is this: if you care about your cars, like if I had some cheapy car, I would let anyone, you know, mount and balance the tires, change the oil, do any of that stuff for me. But with this truck, because it is like our towing vehicle and because it needs to be reliable, moving forward, I'm going to request the best techs. And I don't care if I have to pay a little bit more money for it, because at the end of the day, I've been driving this truck for 2 years thinking that that's just the way it's going to be because these tires are so aggressive. And I finally got the tires rebalanced, and now my truck drives like it should have driven for the last 2 years. So that's really my fault. I did get it checked up on, and like I don't know if maybe they just lied and said that they checked it and just never did. But I asked them just to check the mountain balancing on it. But they said, my buddy Elu said that the tires are off by 3 ounces. So 3 ounces of weight can make your truck drive like crap. So that's just something you might want to look into. I wanted to say something really quickly. I have not been posting a lot of videos lately, and that's because we've been dealing with a lot of stuff, like with my fifth wheel, with just like not being in our same full-time spot. So I got some good stuff coming, trust me. Like, I got some heavy hitters, and I think that you guys are gonna like them. Since I've been driving and traveling a lot this year, I see one truck towing a lot more than the other ones. So in the comment section, who has the hardest working truck in America? Like always towing, always hauling something. You always see them towing on 95. I think it's Ram. So what I'm gonna do for my channel, and I'm probably gonna address this a few more times in other videos, you're gonna see a video, let me show it to you. This is what you're gonna see real quick. Hold on one second. Who work? Ram. Who work? Ram. Who work? Ram. That's a big boy. Who work? Who work? Who work? Ram. So when you see that video, I'm gonna start putting those on my channel, you know, every so often. It's gonna be like, who work? Ram. So if you're a Chevy owner, GMC owner, Ford owner, if you want to have your own like little like slogan we want to do, I will be more than happy to hear what you guys think. And if I see a Ford truck towing or a GM or Chevy truck towing, I'll do whatever you guys want me to do. Now if you say something about Ram, I'm not going to do it. If you want to have your own thing, like our thing, Ram guys, is who work? Ram. That's ours. That's ours. You cannot take that. But for GM trucks and for Ford trucks, I want to hear what you guys want to like do. And like I say, when I see a truck go by, I'll take a video of it. But I'll do a lot more videos like you just saw, and I'll start posting them as like shorts on my channel. But on that note, be sure to subscribe to this channel, support this channel. Got some good stuff coming, and yeah, you should be able to learn something hopefully from this weird guy that does truck videos. See you guys soon. Who work? Ram. Ooh, that power wagon look good. Woo-hoo. Don't she look pretty?